If you were to look at the British flag, you would find yourself two Tier 7 British heavy tanks. The FV201A45, a Tier 7 British Premium, and as well, the Black Prince, a tech tree line going all the way down to the FV205B. Now, both of these vehicles carry an extremely strong armament. The same gun as a Sherman Firefly, but about 1,000 damage per minute more, which makes it pretty dang incredible. In fact, this gun here has 3,000 base damage per minute, 171 millimeters of standard pen, and 240 on the premium. It's got great gun depression at 8 degrees, and yeah, this thing has only a 3.12 second reload, peppering the enemy. The FV201A45 carries practically the same gun. Instead of it being a 3.12 second reload, it's a 3.2. So practically the same DPM, the same gun on aiming time, dispersion, everything like that, and the same gun depression. Both of these tanks are incredibly deadly if they are stuck aiming at you. So what's better than running one of these solo? Well, how about you do two of them in a platoon? Yes, today we are toxic droodles. Me and the mighty Space Butt once again decided to have some fun, and this is actually my idea, so I will take blame for this toxicity, but at the same time, there were quite a bit of Smasher platoons we went up against, and I can't tell you how pleasurable it is to absolutely annihilate, pun intended, the Annihilators and Smashers with this type of platoon. Now, combined, we have about 6,000 damage per minute. And judging that your average Tier 6 has about 1,000 hit points, and your average Tier 7 has about 1,500, that means that, yeah, already I'm able to kill one tank singularly as a heavy for 1,500 hit points in about 30 seconds, which means that Space and I combined kill any Tier 7 heavy tank in 15 seconds. That's pretty dang quick. That means that we out-reload a Smasher with Adrenaline, and we kill it. It gets one shell out, and then we kill an entirety full health Smasher. That is what I call deadly. Now, not only do these tanks have that insane amount of DPM, but the Black Prince actually has some decent armor going for it. It's got very troll frontal armor, somewhere upwards of 200 millimeters on the upper parts to 150 at the weaker, but overall very troll on the front. Causes a lot of bounces because it's really, really narrow plates if you have to try and hit, and they usually get auto ricochets. It's very troll to penetrate this tank, which you'll see right here, the M41 Bulldog struggling. Now there we go, nice little ram on the Bulldog, and with that, already sitting at 700 hit points. Then, I'm just going to start ripping this guy apart. Like, you can see how ridiculous this gun is, and Space kills him. Like, that's it. Me and him combined there just literally obliterated that SG-100 in probably about 5-6 seconds. And again, there we go, we're already shooting at this guy in a matter of 3 seconds. I've taken off about 400 hit points. There you go, there's another shot. Like, these tanks are so incredibly deadly. It's actually insane. And, oh no, I missed one shot. I guess I'll just reload. Now, you'll notice that there's the IS-2 Berlin off to the side over here. Now, that was just an unfortunate bounce. So, what's going on right now is I am going after the IS-2 Berlin, while Space is on the other side, and he is chasing down the Tiger over here. So, basically what we've got going on right now is I'm going off to this side of the map, and he's going off over to this side. You can see there he goes, finishing off the, what is that? I don't even know what that tank is, but yeah, he's dead, and now I'm over here shooting at the IS-2. I finish off pretty much the one IS-2, but as I always say, I like the damage, so I'm going to shoot the other IS-2 now, bring both of them down to a one-shot, and there you go. So I did 2,700 damage, and Space on the other side of the map killed a Tiger 1 full health, dead. It's insane how deadly these tanks are when those guns are firing, and they're an incredible double platoon. I would highly suggest for anybody that owns these vehicles to run them in double platoon. There you go, both dealing 2,700 damage, and that means over 5,000 combined damage. So for the second game we played, this was truly a good game. Now, this was one of the first games we played in these double tunes, and Space sadly didn't realize that the FV21 really didn't have armor. I tried urging it to him, but he didn't realize that it was actually just a Centurion hull. So yeah, he kind of bled a lot, but the Black Prince made its weight come very, very true here. While this tank only goes 20, it does have a very good power-to-weight ratio, respectively. A lot of people don't understand really how power-to-weight works, but pretty much, even though this vehicle says that it's only got like an 11 power-to-weight, and a vehicle like the Pershing back there might have a 20, the reason this tank's power-to-weight is actually better than that is because it would technically take about 2 seconds for this vehicle to go from 0 to 20 because its power-to-weight is 11. So if it was 20, then it would instantly go up to 20, but since it's 11, it takes half the time practically. So the higher your top speed, obviously the longer it takes for you to reach your top speed. So respectively, this tank has a very good power to weight, and it never really slows down. That's something I always loved about the British tanks. Even though they're slow, at least they don't stop. So here we are, doing the best we can. Ooh, we got that Leo in. Yeet! Perfect shot. That dispersion is so good. But that IS-2 did get a pretty beefy shell into me. If I pause it really quick, you can see again, that is the bar you don't want to be penned by. It's a very weak bar, but it's not as weak as that M6's bar over there. But man, is the M6 a chonker of a vehicle. They're always tricky to pen, but we've already taken off about 500 hit points off that guy in literally a couple seconds there. The IS-2 didn't realize that my track is part of Spaced Armor, and ooh, the turret was not super fast there. But it's not the slowest of turrets, just not super fast either. Here is the M6 EXP who bounced me, and now because he bounced me, oh boy though, we got the KV3 pulling out. So there's 300 hit points we've taken off the KV3. There's about 480 hit points we've taken off of the KV3. There's about 560 hit points we've taken off the KV3 now. Like, that's incredible. 560 hit points that quickly. Now we've got the M6. Let's start count again. So there's about 300. Oh, never mind. I was going to say that's about 300, but no, we couldn't pen those shots. The M6 Experimental and the M6, both of them have very strong hulls. And as you can see, Space was pretty dang strongly targeted here. But again, this is my third shell going into the guy, so that's already 480 hit points. Let's get that fourth shell in, so that's now 560. Are we going to get another? And no, sadly we don't get, 620 hit points or whatever, 640. But yeah, either way, this tank did a pretty solid job here. That M6 pens me, but oh no, what will I ever do? Ah, gee, oh no. Oh no, gee, what a shame. So now I'm sitting at 2,500 damage. The IS-2 was trying to get on my side, but didn't end up getting there. Here's the KV-3. You can see me wiggling this tank back and forth, and a perfect bounce right on that front once again. Here's that KV-3 just getting buttered through. You can see there he actually went right on the lower plate of a bounce. This thing has got such troll armor. And now we're sitting at 3,000 hit points, or 3,000 hit points of damage, should I say. That 49, I lead the shot, and there you go, beautiful shot into him. That is actually a stock 49 as well. As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, we're going in here. I don't know when I exactly clicked on my speed boost, but I was worried that that VK was going to kill me, so I was trying to be very careful here. But I know that I've got way more DPM, and he managed to bounce me. I wanted to see where he actually bounced me because I never got a look at it. He bounced. Honestly, I have no clue where he bounced. It looks like he could have hit the inner track, but I think the IS-2 shot there, or one of the tanks. I honestly have no clue, but, well, you can see here that the VK-100 is not enjoying life all too much. There you have it. Entirety of a VK-100 pretty much killed, and we did 4,154 hit points of damage and blocked half of that, sitting at 2,100. The Black Prince and the FE201 are both incredibly strong tanks, and I actually find the Black Prince to be stronger. This thing has got armor where the FE201 doesn't, apart from the turret, and this thing's turret's still a heck of a lot stronger. So this is a great vehicle to play. I wouldn't suggest to really get the FE2 and 5B. I don't enjoy it that much, and for the average player, it's really not a great tank, but this vehicle alone is worth the grind just to stop at this line, and if you wanted to continue, get the Carnarvon, get to up to the Conqueror, it's not bad. But definitely this tank here, is this thing fun. And honestly, you can also get your hands on this vehicle, which isn't a half bad premium, for probably about $15, $10 when it does come out every now and then for a cheap bundle. Hopefully, all of you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more like it, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below. But other than that, stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. And this was Toxic Droodles out!